Shar, who's this guy? That's Keith Green. Anyone know this guy? Hippie, he got saved, made some incredible music. Love him. Gregory of Nazianzus. Keith Green. He has these cassette tapes that I used to drive around when I first got saved. I listened to them all the time. And there's some live recordings on them. And he says something along the lines of this before a song. He just talks about how the Bible begins with God creating the world in 6 days, and he just talks about how much he loves all the beauty that he sees. Because he's a hippie, hippies love this stuff. And he says how great it is. He kind of goes on about fjords and that kind of thing. But then he thinks, Christ has promised 2,000 years ago that he's going to prepare a place for us. And he's just saying, I just wonder, what it's going to be like. And then he sings a song about it. And that always has stuck with me. And, I love the beauty of the earth. It's incredible. We live in a really nice place. Guys, have you noticed? It's really nice. And as we look around and see, what a reminder to think, okay, if that's what God did in 6 days, well, then I wonder what he's been working on for the past 1970-something years. It's incredible. And to add that, Jesus was trained as a carpenter in his earthly experience. And so I wonder, does that mean there's going to be more creativity? And to think and to trip out about, are there going to be, new colors that we see in heaven? Is there a broader spectrum of color? I know there's going to be eating and drinking. Are there going to be new tastes that we're capable of experiencing? There's all this stuff that I think about, and I have people that are smarter than I am that are geared that way, and we talk back and forth, and it's so exciting to think about that heaven, and we will talk about this at length in a Credo class in the future, I guess. It's not a time of just disembodied floating around, but it's the new heaven and the new earth. It's a reality, and it's going to be great and good, and we're going to be embodied there. And just to think how incredible it's going to be, and what sort of thing he's been preparing for us, not marred by the effects of sin or the fall. It's just there. There's a comfort for the believer at the end of their life. I have been in hospital rooms. I've been in hospices. I've read this very passage. I've spoken to people as they are dying or look like they're dying about the hope of heaven. And it is a wonderful place to think about what it's going to be like. But I know that the real joy of heaven isn't going to be what things will taste like or new shades of orange, but it's going to be not what we see or what we taste, but who we're going to see there. So the real joy is going to be being with Jesus. I love what he says there. I'm going to prepare a place for you. That's one line. That you and I will take you to myself, that where I am, you may be. 2 lines. He focuses heaven is going to be heavenly because of the presence of Christ, not necessarily what great of a place it will be. This is something in John chapter 17, that great prayer. Jesus says, Father, I desire that they whom you gave me may be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory which you have given me, for you loved me before the foundation of the world. I want them to be with me where I am. And Jesus' description of heaven to the thief on the cross next to him, he didn't talk about how great it was going to be, the colors and whatever. He just says to him, assuredly I say to you, you will be with me in paradise. And I think that's what makes heaven heaven.